1 in the second period, so they have some work to do. But we're going to take that break, and when we come back, we're going to talk high school sports. The Les Schwab Student of the Week is going to join us in our studio. She was also my Coin Local 6 Athlete of the Week. Her name is Katie Sutherland-Finch from Glencoe High School, a great softball pitcher. She played a game tonight, and then she came to the studio to talk high school sports and what makes her tick and why she loves to pitch. And we're going to do that on the other side of the break. So call your friends if you like high school sports. We have a Student of the Week coming up on AM 860 KPAM.
You're listening to Northwest Sports Tonight with Ron Callen. We are your news and conversation station, AM 860 and KPAM.com. You're listening to Northwest Sports Tonight with Ron Callen. Filling in today, Dan Christofferson.
The outstanding Student of the Week.
Can you attend my class?
Brought to you by your Les Schwab Tire Center.
All right, this is a great tie-in to what KPAM does and what I do at Coin Local 6. At Coin Local 6, we have a Student Athlete of the Week every week. It airs on Thursday nights, and that was last night, right? Thursday was last night. And last night I had the opportunity to bring you, the viewer, the story of a Glencoe High School junior, a softball player on the Crimson Tide, and her name is Katie Sutherland-Finch. And so when I was going to be sitting in here, on Friday night, I decided, hey, let's talk high school sports, because this kid impressed me. Not only is she really intense on the field, and we got a chance to watch that when we checked out her game this week when you guys were playing in the Clackamas area, right, Katie?
Yeah, we were playing against Putnam.
And so we got a camera out there, and we saw her on the mound, and she just was in charge. And the best thing about it was not only was she throwing hard and getting her strikeouts, but she was leading her team, signaling. She was the first person up there in the dugout, cheering on her teammates. They won that game, and then I gave them a call and said, hey, I gave Katie and her dad a call and said, could you come on the studio tonight on AM 860? And they were playing a game, and they said, yeah, sure, when the game's over, we'll come on over. So, Katie, how did you and the Glencoe Tide do tonight?
Well, it was a barn burner, but we did good. We ended up winning 1-0. We scored in the bottom of the sixth, and we held them in the seventh. It was awesome. We played against Barlow High School, and it was definitely a battle. It was a pitcher's battle, and it was a really good game. It was a really
So how many strikeouts today? Do you know?
I had 15 strikeouts today.
Out of how many batters? Let's count them up. 21?
21.
Oh, man. So you were on today.
Yeah, it was a good day.
Yeah. And Dad is joining us as well because we want to get his take on what it's like to be with a top-level high school athlete. This is somebody who's only a junior, but Katie Sutherland-Finch is already committed to Cal. So after this year and next year, she's going to be a Golden Bear. They don't call them the Lady Golden Bears, do they?
No,
none of that stuff. So Lloyd, what's it like just to sit there and watch your daughter have a game like this?
Oh, it's great. It's we sit there and I do more analyzing than anything. As long as she's executing everything that we were practicing, and sometimes I have to look up and remind myself that the end result is get out there and play and have fun. But I sit and just check out everything that we've practiced in the week and how that's going through, and but I have a lot of fun. Yeah.
Now, a lot of times when you have an athlete, again, somebody who's one of the best pitchers in the state, and everything, maybe Dad played softball or Mom played softball or played basketball, but you're like you didn't play any sports.
None. No, I play sports. I love soccer, but no, there's no. I think it makes a good team because I don't have any unfulfilled dreams, and I'm not living vicariously through what she's doing, and it's just a lot of fun that this is her thing, and so we just dig in, and like we always say, we just do crazy with her, and it's not really for us, and I think that actually makes that separation has actually been beneficial.
What does do crazy mean to you?
Do crazy is we've been calling it do crazy since I was little. I was the kid that would get a 5 a.m. on a school day when I was in the 5th grade. I'd pull my dad out of bed. It's like, Dad, we have to go pitch. I have to go pitch. And we'd go to the gym, and Hillsborough School District's been awesome. I went to Brookwood Elementary School, and they let me get in and like 5:30, 6 o'clock, and I'd pitch until 7:50, and then I'd go to school. And then we come back and, I mean, I'm on the Northwest Bullets, which is one of the elite travel organizations in the Northwest for competitive softball. And,
Right.
you know, my parents give me the opportunity to play against the highest level competition, and they support me through that. And, you know, it's not cheap. It's not easy. It's definitely a lot of hours, and it's exhausting.
It's a lifestyle.
It is a lifestyle. I mean, my little brother definitely has adjusted to, he's never been home on his birthday for the past 5 years. We're always in Colorado, and that's just, it's for a lot of families, it's crazy, but it's the way we've adjusted, and it's the way we do now. It's doing crazy.
It's also been our barometer for when we came up with saying, okay, yes, we're going to do crazy. And it was when Katie said, I want to learn how to be a good pitcher. And then she wanted to learn how to become a great pitcher. And we realized that the time and effort that went into that to be the support mode behind it seems crazy. Yeah. But if we're willing to do crazy, and she's got all of the effort and she has that enthusiasm to want to study something at the highest level, then we're willing to do crazy with her. So we just have always called it that. And each year, you know, we say, well, are we going to do crazy again? And every year it's yes. So.
That was definitely one of the things that my parents, they always gave me the opportunity at the end of summer, said, you know, you don't have to do this again if you don't want to. You know, they never forced me to do it. I was like, are you kidding me? Like, it came to the point about 7th grade. I'm like, are we really having this conversation? Like, every August, are we really having this conversation? Of course I want to do this. And I mean, we don't even have it anymore. I mean, I can't imagine doing anything else with my summers. You know, I'm just as busy in the off season as I am during season, and I love it. I absolutely love everything about it.
Why do you love pitching so much? And we talked about this on Coin Local 6, but just tell us what drives you to be the best.
I don't know. I think it's like there's multiple aspects of the game that I love. You know, I'm an analytical person, and I love that as much as you can analyze softball, and that's what I like to do. There's also, like, it happens the way it happens. You know, I like having that control in the circle, and I like feeling like I'm earning the trust of the players that are behind me, because at the end of the day, I'm the first line of defense, and it's my job to make sure that I do the best for my team. And I think I like that responsibility. You know, that's pressure that not every athlete wants, you know, but I enjoy it. I enjoy feeling like I'm coming through for my team. You know, I'm putting them in the best position possible so that they can feel relaxed when they go up to the plate.
Now, you said you're a softball nerd.
I am a softball nerd.
So you just live and breathe. It's not just. Yeah.
Well, I want to be a coach, and that is one of the main things. Is when I did decide, you know, Cal is where I want to be. I mean, looking at Cal as an institution, it's incredible. As a softball team, they're awesome. I mean, the girls are awesome. They play in the Pac-12, which is one of the best conferences in the nation, without a doubt. And the coaches, in my opinion, are the best in the country. And being able to study under Coach Niemeyer, Coach Reeves, and Coach Lohman is an opportunity so that when I go and play, I'll be able to draw back from my experiences from playing under them, and hopefully make someone else's career that much more successful. That's really my goal, is to make other girls have the opportunity to be successful, because, you know, softball is a game of girl empowerment, and being able to help someone else is, you know, that's the dream.
I'm so inspired. This is Katie Sutherland-Finch, Glencoe High Junior star pitcher for the Crimson Tide, who won today and then came to visit us. And her dad, Lloyd. Lloyd, do you ever have to kind of reel her back just a little bit?
Oh, my gosh.
She's so into it.
Oh, yeah. I call it the train of thought with no caboose.
Oh, yeah.
Train of thought with no caboose.
I will ramble and ramble.
I'm talking about the softball part.
Oh, my gosh. Well, when you said softball nerd, one of the things that I still have visions of is a fourth grade girl that brings along after the game. This is a nice summer day, and you're done with your game, and most girls are heading to the snack shack to get the snow cones or something like that.
Snow cones.
And I turn around, and my daughter is sitting at the next game, scouting the next team that she's about to play with her little book, writing down all of the batting, writing down all the tendencies of the different batters.
We have notebooks at my
house. And she still has that. And, you know, some of it's kind of a war of attrition, and most of the girls that she played back then are gone, but a lot of them have moved on just like she has, and they're playing at a higher level. And it's funny to look back on some of those same players and see some of those same tendencies that she identified back when she was a little kid. So when you say softball nerd, that's who I think of.
Now, Katie, you said to me on the story that we ran on Coin Local 6 that, and you can talk about this now, that a lot of games are won way in advance from when you step on the mound.
Oh yeah, I think that's one of the hard things of playing a sport at a high level is that it's the work behind it. I mean, softball to me isn't just, I'm going to go out and play my game, put on the uniform game day. I hope I ate well. I hope I got enough sleep. I hope my body's ready to play. I've changed my lifestyle for this game, and that is, I believe that you need to work hard every moment of every day if you want to play something at the highest level. And games are won in the off season. I mean, the work you do, if you pitch every day, if you hit every day, you are putting yourself in the best circumstance to go and play against players that have been doing the same thing. And if you haven't been doing the work, at the end of the day, the players that have are going to win. And the way I look at training is, if I'm not training, someone else is. And that's not okay with me. I want to be the one that they're like, she plays every day. She trains every day. She does something to get better every day. Because there's a certain comfort in going up to the plate and saying, well, I've done this thousands of times, instead of, kind of put it in on the weekend. Oh, I've done this every day for months. So when I get up there, I have that much more confidence, that much more focus, knowing what I'm going to hit or knowing how to pitch the ball, because it's softball, just like anything in life that you want to be good at, anything that, you want to excel at doesn't just happen. You have to work hard to get better for things to come natural in the hard situation.
All right, parents out there, you hear it. This is what your kids have to do to get to a high level. You know what? I swear, we're here at KPAM. You are a coach already. I want to get it. I'm going to run. I'm going to run to Coin TV tonight. I'm going to jog because I just want to run through a wall right now. She just got me so into this. You know what? I got to bring up something else. What are your friends calling you after our story aired on Coin 6?
I walked into school today, and my whole team was hanging out as they do in the morning, and they're like, Seabiscuit!
Seabiscuit. And explain the story behind that, because you're not the biggest, you're not the tallest, You're not even close to being usually these pitchers, especially at the college level, are 6 foot.
Oh,
and how tall are you?
I am 5'3", but I will point out when I wear cleats, I am 5'4".
Okay, well, there you go. It's an extra inch we can account for.
It's a tad bit more intimidating than I was.
So that just begs the question. I mean, again, your hard work has done this. Traditionally, it's harder for a kid maybe without as much size or power.
Yeah, it's like anything. If you're built with the body, it's going to come more natural. And pitching was definitely
easier.
Yes, easier. I would say easier. That's definitely something that softball or pitching, the specific of pitching and the pitching motion, the art of pitching it's not, it can be done, but it is not easier, or it's not as easy if you're doing a 5'3" frame.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where I'm not a stick. I've got some big thighs because I lift, because I got to be strong. If I'm not strong, I'm not.
So you got to work harder than everybody else.
Oh yeah,
and that's what you do.
Well, and it's fun. I mean, I think it's fun. I know some girls don't, but I think it's fun. I mean, when I'm pitching and I can be like, I've worked hard and I have confidence that I'm going to hit this pitch because I've done this a million times. It's a lot better than, I pitched 2 weeks ago. I think I'll be okay. I'm not sure, but I think I will.
All right, so you know what? Keep an eye out for Katie Sutherland-Finch and the Glencoe Crimson Tide as the season unfolds. We're running out of time here, but I really appreciate you and Lloyd coming in here and spending some time with us. Any parting thoughts, Lloyd?
No, this has been great. It's been fun each year, watching her just get a little bit better and enjoying the ride.
All right, and you're going to do crazy for the rest of the year.
Yes.
I will do crazy until I can't do crazy anymore.
All right, Katie Sutherland-Finch and Lloyd Sutherland-Finch from Glencoe High School. Keep an eye on those guys. They're going to be a state contender, especially when she's on the mound striking out 15 batters a game. Thanks so much for coming all the way over and joining us. It was great. Our Les Schwab Student of the Week on KPAM and Coin Local 6's Athlete of the Week. You pulled double duty for us this week. You're a star. Seabiscuit is a star. All right, thanks a lot, guys. It was a lot of fun.
Thanks.
Hey, we're going to wrap up our show. We're coming back after the break. Kind of get you caught up on the scores. Dan Christofferson with Coin Local 6 hanging out with you. We'll be right back.
You're listening to Northwest Sports Tonight with Ron Callan. We are your news and conversation station, AM 860 and KPAM.com. You're listening to Northwest Sports Tonight with Ron Callan. Filling in today, Dan Christofferson.
All right, we are just about to wrap this thing up. Well, it's funny how time flies when you're talking to great athletes and great analysts like Greg Crawford. Mike, you were there just listening to Katie Sutherland-Finch from Glencoe High School. She's a pretty impressive kid, and she's not just talking the talk. She's walking the walk. She works out so hard, and she loves it.
So you're ready to make her your coach. That was my favorite part.
She's my success coach, and it's just great to see. And, when we do the Athlete of the Week at Coin Local 6, I'm amazed at these kids. The top athletes, they're not just skating by like, as you could hear from Katie. They got it together. They get good grades. They're very organized. They work harder than anybody else. It's no secret or no surprise that they're at the level that they are. And it was really nice to hear from her. And we wish Glencoe and all the teams the best of luck going forward as the season gets out. We're running out of time. We were talking to Winterhawks so much, and then